Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing very well. We are discussing Donald Trump. This is Life Under Trump. You all know we talk about Trump every day on this channel. There is nothing new. Every day, Donald Trump will be talked about on my channel. We're still covering the Epstein files because they haven't been honest with us about the Epstein files at all. This administration wants to treat us as if we don't know anything. They think that we're dumb. They think the American citizens are dumb. Hello, King LaSwan. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see everyone this beautiful day. Today is what, Wednesday? Yes, yesterday was Taco Tuesday and today is Wednesday. We got a lot to cover, y'all. From Pam Bundy covering for Trump, and Trump is not gonna fire her because he was the one that told Bundy to get out there and lie to the American people. Yes, he did. And if he fired her, she would have every right to tell everything. So he's not going to do that. So what does Bundy do? She fired one of her administrators. And one of those the administrator that she fired, he actually posted on LinkedIn. He posted the letter that Pam Bundy sent him. I was just listening to it on YouTube. I don't have an actual letter. And the YouTuber that I was listening to, she didn't show the letter. So I don't have that. But we got a lot to cover. We're going to go ahead and get started, you guys, because we don't have a minute to waste. Hit that like button as you come in, everybody. Please hit the like button as you are coming in. If you'd like to join my channel, I have two different memberships. I have the Rubies membership and the Diamonds membership. The Rubies membership is $4.99. The Diamonds membership is $9.99. So if you would like to join my channel, that is how you do it and what it will cost you. Also, as you guys come in, hitting that like button is free. So hit the like button, show me support because I really need it. Hit that like button as you are coming in. I have on one of my cowboy quarter t-shirts. I actually bought this from a street vendor because when I was inside the stadium, by the time I finished eating and was gonna go get a official t-shirt, they had closed it down, so I couldn't buy an official t-shirt. So there was a street vendor outside when I left out the stadium, so I bought this Cowboy Carter shirt. Yeah, I love Beyonce, so I enjoyed the concert. It was really good. If you haven't seen Beyonce, and if it's a concert near you, try to go. You don't want to regret it. For some reason, I have this one piece of hair that wants to keep sticking out in my eye, and I don't like it. Also, check out the Tresemme products. I use Tresemme. I use an entire line on my hair, as you guys have seen. The ones of you that have been on here with me a long time, y'all know that I use Tresemme products. I showed you the products. So if you see the shop thing, click on it and check it out. Yes, Victoria's one. He is on the list, and they just continue to try to hide it from the American people. But the more they try to hide it, more is coming up. That is a fact. Just a moment, please. Thank you all for coming to my live. I am Queen Lillie. You are valued and you are welcome. All of you are beautiful kings and queens to me, but we're going to have to be respectful to each other. So in my chat, let's give love and you will receive love. I'd rather love on you than whip you, okay? I love you all. So there's no Team America for Trump. Not once did I see him do anything to put America first. Have you guys? Not once. Hold on. Not once have I seen Trump put America first. Not for a single second. So it is time for us as American people to come together because we're seeing how they're playing in our face, especially with the Epstein files. They tell us they exist. And then they come back and tell them they do not, tell us they do not exist. Then they come back and tell us that it was a hoax and it was made up by President Joe Biden and President Obama. Okay, now They have, since they don't exist, then why did you have Congress to block the Epstein files if they don't exist, Donald? It is not making any sense, and we're not going to sit and take it. The American people are coming together. MAGA is not sitting back taking it anymore either. They are speaking up. And when you lose Laura Loomer, that lets you know you have failed, Donnie, because Laura Loomer had your back. She will put them knee pads on for Donald J. Trump. So you know Donald Trump is messing up when Laura Loomer walk away. Laura Loomer is so upset with Donald Trump. She's no longer wanting to be MAGA right now. You have really messed up, Donnie, when Laura Loomer is walking away. So I'm going to show y'all something right quick. And this is about the alligator Alcatraz. The people are really being abused. I got to wash my hair, y'all. I sweat my hair out so bad at the concert. It's sticking up everywhere. The people are really being abused. Black and brown people that are in the concentration camps, alligator Alcatraz. Which y'all, I'm going to tell you how sick Donald Trump and his cabinets are. You know, back in slavery, they would feed the black babies to the alligators. So Donald Trump is doing it to intentionally poke at black people. And he wants to hurt people on such a terrible level that he's going to pull things from slavery time to hurt people of darker color. That's how rotten and disgusting Donald Trump is. And that's why he has those terrible sores and bruises coming out, because he's rotten inside. So I'm going to show you what they're talking about with alligator Alcatraz. And this is actually something that's very important, okay?
Thing I want to say too that I think is really important to paint this picture. When they let us in to see the cages, and we saw people, of course, yelling.
Hit the like button, everybody.
We even heard in the background someone yell, "I'm an American citizen." They started chanting "Libertad," freedom, liberty, and I got to tell you, it was very emotional to be there for all of us to hear that and to see that our taxpayer money is being used for this. Used for this stunt.
Let's be clear, throughout this entire tour, it was repeated over and over that the state is working hand in glove with ICE. This facility was inspected by ICE. They review their detention standards.
She's talking about the state of Florida.
Cages. These detainees are living in cages. The pictures
worse than the prison, you all.
Don't do it justice. They are essentially packed into cages, wall-to-wall humans, 32 detainees per cage. That is the only thing inside those cages are their bunk beds, and there are 3 tiny toilets that are toilet units that have a sink attached to it. So they essentially drink, they get their drinking water, and they brush their teeth, where they poop in the same.
Now, I'm going to tell you, this is disgusting. You having them brush their teeth where they poop. Donnie. Oh, wonder your hygiene is bad. And that explains a lot. When your hygiene is bad, it affects your health, and sometimes you'll bloat from it. So that explains a lot about Blubber Boy, Donald Trump. Humpty Dumpty that sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall when he was going up the stairwell, going to Air Force One. That explains a lot. He's nasty, so he wants to destroy others because he doesn't care about his health. You can look at Donald Trump's body and tell he does not care about his own health. So why do we expect him to care about the American people or the immigrants' health? Your wife is an immigrant, Donald Trump. She too was with you hanging around Epstein. She too was with you hanging around P. Diddy. Oh yes, Melania Trump was with Donald Trump. A lot of the times he was hanging around Epstein and hanging around P. Diddy. Abusers hang out together. And right now we're going to hear something from Governor Newsom. He's going to tell you about something that you really need to know that has to do with Trump and the Epstein list.
Trump on the Epstein list or not? I need to know from the two of you. Was Trump on the damn list?
I think he is worried that he is somewhere in the files. So like I don't even know if there's a list. Like I'm willing to believe that there's just no list.
Okay.
But there's clearly tons and tons of
It's a
documents
list.
that
His
the
attorney
DOJ
said
has.
so.
And
Epstein
he has
attorney
now,
said
because
it's a
he's
list.
gone through a criminal trial and been charged a couple other times. He knows that there are plenty of court filings.
I have
and
two
documents that
different
have all kinds
court
of
filings
information
to
in it.
show you.
And you know, the standard to put something in an indictment is obviously not the same. So I'm sure he is concerned that, yeah, maybe he's not on a list as a client, whatever, but he's somewhere in there, and it could be embarrassing. And
So he told Pam Bondi, "Do not release
stifle this. That I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't
you
know.
think Pam Bondi, independent? How in the hell do you not know that? You seriously think Pam decided on her own as an independent source for the AG? Mr. President, I just want to let you know, here's my decision. I won't be reduced, eliminating or providing. Give me a damn break. Come on, man.
My theory on this has always been the conspiracy is hiding in plain sight. This guy was a rich, powerful creep with rich, powerful friends, and he used those associations to get this sweetheart deal from Alex Acosta, who was then the U.S. Attorney in Florida, became the Secretary of Labor. That included a
And
non-prosecution
Pam Bondi
agreement.
let
Secretary of
Epstein
Labor,
get away with a
$100
lot
$100
in Florida.
I'm just saying, with Pam Bondi as the AG of Florida, I'm now getting down my own.
That is, that's
I'm just saying.
that's a threat.
Come on now. Now you heard the guy mention that Trump is already in 2 different court filings. Well, I have those court filings to show y'all, okay? I have them right here. Hold on. Since they mentioned the court filings, I actually have them. Just a moment. Give me just a moment, you guys. It has to upload. But yeah, he mentioned those court filings. And I have those. It's 2 different cases. One is a Jane Doe and one is not a Jane Doe, y'all. The Jane Doe actually is the one that I think has been alleged to have unalived herself, but to come to find out that is not true. She even wrote a letter that they're going to say that she unalived herself if something happens to her. So this is the first court filing I'm going to show y'all. And this court filing is from Katie Johnson. It is Katie Johnson versus Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. So I'm going to show you, then I'm going to read it to you. Can you see the name, Katie Johnson? It's going to be going a different direction for you. But this is Katie Johnson versus Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. And I'm going to give you the case number. The case number is 516CV00797. DMG KS. Document 1. Filed 4/26/2016. This is when this was filed. And this one is actually 6 pages. So I'm going to show you each page. It is Katie Johnson versus Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. So this is the first page, the cover page. There's several court cases against Donald Trump for sexual abuse. Eugene Carroll, I think that's her name. He lost against her with the sexual abuse case. And then she went back and sued him for defamation. She has won 2 against Donald Trump, the Carroll lady. But this one is a different one. This is Katie Johnson versus Donald Trump and Epstein. And it was filed April the 26th, 2016, y'all. And Donnie claimed he didn't know Epstein. Then why are you both being sued in this case? Okay. This tell you of the 2 parties. This is page 2. I know it's going to be it's not going to show you going in the direction that I'm reading it, but try to pay as close attention as you can. That's page 2. I'm going to show you page 3 of this particular court filing against Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein for sexual abuse. This is page 3 of 6. This is Katie Johnson versus Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. This is page 4. I'm going to put this in my members group where they can see it. It'll come up right for them. So if you want to be a member, join, because I have so much. This is page 4 of Katie Johnson versus Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. Page 5. Become a member so you can get this. This is page 5 of the court filing of April 26, 2016. Katie Johnson versus Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. Donald Trump do not want those files nor that list released because he is in it. The Republican Party is covering for Donald Trump. They have blocked it where us, the U.S. citizens, cannot get it. But I got this. Okay, that was page 5. This is page 6 of 6 of Katie Johnson's lawsuit when she filed against Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. This is page 6. All the members, they will get all of this. Become a member, become a Ruby's member, and you will get all of this. It's not going to read to you properly by me showing it on the screen, but if you become a member, you're going to get it and you will see it. You ain't got to worry about trying to read it what's on the screen. So now I'm going to move along to the next case. In this next case, hold on. Let me find the first page because when I save this, it tends to save it kind of. Okay, is U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York related case settlement. There was a settlement apparently because that's what it says. It says Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. It said plaintiff versus Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. I'm going to show you. This is page 1 of 2 for this one. If you become a member, you will receive this. When I get off this live, I'm going to put it in for my members. And this was filed I'm going to say September 30th, 2016. It is a Jane Doe proceeding under a pseudonym, Jane Doe versus Donald Trump, Donald J. Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein. And the case number is 116-CV-7673. That is the case number. Hold on. And this is the second page to that particular case. I must have 3 cases apparently, I guess now. Anyway, this particular case, this is page 2 of that case, and it was filed 9/30/2016 against Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. And I'm going to read some of this to you, okay? Because it's a lot. If you become a member, you will get all of this. So it says original proceeding. And it says she's a citizen of the U.S., which we know that. So the defendants are Donald J. Trump, 725 Fifth Avenue, New York, New York, New York County. Jeffrey Epstein at the time, back in 2016. 9 East 71st Street, New York, New York, New York County. Defendants, address unknown. Okay, let me read it. This action should be assigned to Manhattan. Receipts, Thomas Francis Megler. I don't, know how to pronounce that name right. But anyway, that was one of them, okay? Let me go back out. I have another case. I have so many papers saved. Let me see which page this is. Okay, so it's 10 in the next one. I have to find the original page. Hold on, y'all. What was the... I got to find the first page to this one because I have so many cases saved. Hold on. Okay, I think this is it for this one. I saved so many cases. I didn't even realize it. Okay, so this is the third case. This is Jane Doe proceeding under pseudonym plaintiff versus Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. This is case number 11616 CV 07673. Filed also 9/30/2016. This is page 1 of 110. These are real cases, y'all. Donald Trump does not want the Epstein files released because he's on it for messing with minors, allegedly. But this is you can find this. Look it up. You can pull these cases. I have no reason to lie to you. That's why I'm saying if you become a member, you can get this. And if you think I'm lying to you, you can pull the case yourself. You don't have to believe me. So it says plaintiff is an individual residing in a citizen of the state of California. Upon information and belief, defendant Donald J. Trump and E. Epstein each reside in the district and are citizen of the state of New York. Jurisdiction in venue. Plaintiff is a citizen of the state of California for the purpose of diversity jurisdiction under 28 U.S.C. 1332. Defendants are citizens of the state of New York for purpose of diversity jurisdiction under 28 U.S.C. 1332. That's just page 1. So we're going to go to page 2 of the 10-page document of Jane Doe versus Donald J. Trump and Epstein. Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is page 2. You see the case number? All right. On page 2, it said this court has original subject matter jurisdiction with respect to this action pursuant, as there exists complete diversity of citizenship between plaintiffs and defendants, Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. The amount in controversy exceeds $75,000 excludes of interest and costs. Hold on, I'm thirsty. Hit that like button. It's 219 y'all in here. Come on, support me. Hit that like button. My light went out. Let me figure this out, how to fix this light, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with these things. Anyway, okay. Defendants are subject to judiciary of this court pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1332 with proper venue pursuant 28 U.S.C. 1391. As both defendants are residents in or in the district in the events given rise to claims occurred in this district. Apparently, that's where the actual abuse took place in that district. So it says mixed conduct, actual misconduct, criminal actual acts, actual abuse, forcible touching, assault, battery, intentional and reckless infliction of emotional distress, duress, and false imprisonment. It is what has been done to Jane Doe. That's what it's saying in this document, y'all. That's page 2. I'm not going to read out. It's a lot to read. But if you want these documents, it would be in the membership. So we're going to go on to page 3. This is page 3 to this court filing of Jane Doe versus Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein for different abuses, actual abuses that they did to this young lady. She was a minor, and it's being alleged that Donald Trump was involved with this. She sued Donald Trump, pressed charges against Trump and Epstein. So it says belief in predatory detailed herein are unlawful under New York law. New York penal, it's a long code. I'm not reading all that code. Constitute the torts of assault, battery, false imprisonment, intention, or reckless infliction of emotional distress, including threats of force, seriously bodily harm under New York law. If you want these documents, this is page 3. You need to become a member to get all these documents. These are 3 different cases that I'm presenting to you. So we're going to go on over to page 4 because I'm not going to read all of it. So this is page 4 of the particular case. Jane Doe versus Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey E. Epstein. Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey E. Epstein. Now we're going to go on over to page 5 or page 10. I'm just going to read just a little of it. The threats of violence against plaintiff and her family continued, this time from defendant Epstein, who again reiterated that plaintiff was not to reveal any of the details of his actual and physical abuse of her, or else specifically plaintiff and her family would be seriously and physically harmed if not unalived. This is serious. That's why Donald Trump don't want those files out. But I got these court filings. I have them. Become a member so you can get to read all this yourself. You too can pull these filings. If you don't believe I'm telling you the truth, you can pull these filings yourself. But anyway, let's continue. It says, while still under threats of physical harm by coming forward and having no reason to believe that the threats have ever been lifted or would ever be lifted, plaintiff, who has suffered from stress, emotional distress, mental pain, suffering, and amongst other problems ever since the assault, was subject to daily painful reminders of the horrible acts of the perpetrators, defendant Trump. I'm going to show you the name. Trump. You see Donald Trump's name? Defendant Trump. Via mass media coverage of him starting on or about June 16, 2015. Over a short period of time, became continuous and unavoidable. As a direct and proximate result of the actual assaults in y'all know what I'm saying, perpetrated by defendant upon her, plaintiff has suffered stress, emotional distress, mental pain, and suffering, as well as adverse physical consequences. Please become a member so you can get these. So we're going to go on to page 6 of the Jane Doe versus Donald J. Trump and Epstein, Jeffrey E. Epstein. That's his name. I didn't even know his middle name was an E, but it shows you on the documents that is E. Epstein. Hold on. I'm going to show you page 6. A lot of it has been redacted. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't show certain stuff on YouTube. So that's why I'm using other words as well. Okay? Because you can't say certain words on YouTube. You can't show certain words on YouTube. Okay? Okay. On this particular document, page 6 of 10, as directed, the result of actual assault and RAP, you know what I'm talking about, PE. Oh, God, I'm trying to be careful how I read this. Defendant upon her, plaintiff has been subjected to public scorn, hatred, ridicule, has suffered threats against her life and physical safety. As directed, result of actual assault in RAPES, perpetrate. Y'all, just bear with me. Defendants upon her, plaintiff has incurred special damages, including medical and legal expenses. The sexual, the actual assaults in RAPES by defendants upon plaintiff were intentional acts. The conduct of defendants demonstrate willful and reckless intention conduct that raises a conscious indifference to consequences. At the appropriate time in the litigation, plaintiffs shall amend her complaint to assert claim for punitive damages against defendants. The defendants are Jeffrey Epstein and Donald J. Trump, in order to punish defendants for their actions and to deter defendants from repeating their conduct. There's more, but I'm not reading all of this. This is page 6. I'm going to show you again. And we're going to move on to page 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, become a member. You will get this. You can just become a Ruby's member and you will be able to receive this in the membership. Okay, we're going to go to page 7. Hold on. Just one moment. I have so much saved. No, that's not it. Hold on, babes. Okay, this is page 7. Okay. Okay, I'm going to show you page 7, and I'm just going to read a small portion of page 7, okay? This is Jane Doe versus Jeffrey Epstein and Donald J. Trump. Donald J. Trump name is actually first on this lawsuit. Okay, this is page 7, and it says, I'm going to read a portion of it. Both defendants let plaintiff know that each was very wealthy, powerful men, and indicated they had the power and ability and means to carry out their threats. Indeed, defendant Trump stated that plaintiff shouldn't ever say anything if she didn't want to disappear like Maria, a 12-year-old female that was forced to be involved in the third. That girl has not been seen since this incident. Maria, the 12-year-old, has not been seen since this incident. And he was capable of having her whole family unalive. I'm not going to read all of this because certain things we can't talk about on YouTube. So if you want these documents, become a member. That is page 7. Page 8. This is page 8. Okay, page 8. Moreover, this action has been brought before the facts giving rise to the estoppel have seen. Okay, hold on. I'm going to read this right quick. Hold on. Then I'm going to go back to it. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, King Ralph Perry. Thank you so much. Thank you, King. While still under threats of physical harm by coming forth and having no reason to believe that the threats have ever been lifted or would ever be lifted, since plaintiff has decided to seek redress at this time. Plaintiff seeks an order of protection in favor of plaintiff and all associated with her so as to protect them from harassment from the defendants and their agents and associates. Because what usually happens when you talk about something like this, the people that harmed you will threaten you, your loved ones and all. That's what happened to the plaintiff, Jane Doe. They went after her and her family. This is Jane Doe versus Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey E. Epstein. We're going to go over to page 9. I'm going to show you page 9. And I'm going to read some of it. I won't read all of it. Okay. Approximately result of the above described publications, plaintiff has suffered loss of reputation, shame, mortification, and injury to her feelings, all to her damage in an amount to be established by proof at trial. This was going to trial, y'all. The above described publications were not privileged because they were published by defendant Donald Trump and his agent with malice, hatred, and ill will towards plaintiff and to desire to injure her. This is why those files is being blocked, y'all. They playing in the American people's face. They don't care about you. As directed and proximate result of defendant Trump's defamation of plaintiff, plaintiff has been subject to public scorn, hatred, ridicule, and suffered other injuries. I'm not going to read all this to you, but we know how Donald Trump feels about women. He thinks poorly and he speaks poorly of women. He called women nasty. Nobody can be more nasty than Donald Trump walking around here wearing a pissy DPs for hours, and he has diaper rashes, in my opinion. I had a child, so I know what a pissy diaper would do to somebody. I raised a beautiful, highly educated 32-year-old daughter. Military vet. So Donald Trump, this young lady can't be lying because he speaks poorly of women. He speaks of hate and hatred in his heart. We're going to go to page 10. I'm going to show you page 10. You get to see everything, the councils and whoever. Become a member and you will receive all of this. Become a member. I'm going to put this in the membership. You will receive all of this. Me showing it on the screen ain't good enough. You need to actually be to read these documents because I'm not going to sit and read the entire documents. That's 3 different cases I'm showing you today on this Wednesday. What is this? The 16th? Okay. It says jury demand. Plaintiff demands a trial by jury of all issues properly triable by jury in this action. Why have we not heard more about this? Because I know that one of the Jane Does supposedly have unalived herself, but after she had got hit with a bus, she wrote a letter saying she will not unalive herself. I can't say the actual word, and y'all know it. She says she would not unalive herself. What really happened to that lady? She said she would never unalive herself. So if something happens to her, she said somebody did it to her. I'm refreshing y'all memory. Let me go back to the go up. It was a super chat I saw. Okay. Queen Victoria's one says Trump is king of Children's Island. Hold on. It's moving. My thing tend to move fast. She says Trump is king of Children's Island forever. Trump will be locked in history as a pedo. Yes. He is on that Jeffrey Epstein list, and that's why they don't want it out. Accept it, MAGA. Come on. He's not going to take accountability. You cannot go down in history with him of being known as a pedo. That was page 10, become a member, and you're going to get all this. I'm putting all this in the membership. All of it. I will do it when I get off this live. I can't do it right now because I'm live. Who wants to go down in history as a pedo? Because if he was not a pedophile, he would show those files. We were promised those files, America. We have not received it. Bundy played in the influencers' spaces. She had all those influencers to come to the thing, and they gave them those pamphlets. And those influencers were highly upset because nothing was in there that we didn't already know. So what I do, I go doing my research and digging so I can get y'all the goods, because these cases are real. That young lady did not unalive herself. She had written a letter telling us, the American people, if anything happened to me, I did not unalive myself. They went as far as to have her hit by a bus before she even wrote the letter. Yes, she was hit by a bus, y'all. They tried to take her out by having her hit by a bus. I don't know who quite did it, but somebody did it. And that lady, when that happened, she wrote a letter to let us know that if anything happened to her, she did not unalive herself. The Republicans know what time it is. So it makes me wonder, okay, maybe it's not just Dunny Boy that's in those files. It could be some of that Republican Party as well, y'all, in those Epstein files. I showed y'all true documents. They are not made up documents. They're true documents. You can find them yourselves. I gave you the case numbers. If you don't want to pay the money to pull them, you can just become a member, pay $4.99 and get the files. One moment, please. Just a moment. So, MAGA, you have a choice. You can either continue to go the route that Donald Trump is sending you. Which road are you going to take, MAGA? I'm going to show you something. Will you continue to allow this administration to play in your face, or will you join us in this fight for what is right? You choose, MAGA. You can't stay in the blind anymore. You're being abused by Donald Trump. It is an assault on your intelligence. We all have a duty to this country to do what's right. We all do. Make a choice right now to do what's right, to save our country. We are diversity in this country, and what Donald Trump is doing is not diversity. He's pretty much putting a target on people's heads, black and brown people, sending ICE after them to kidnap them, in my opinion. One moment. So you're going to see a clear sign of Jerome Powell noticing that there's a clear sign that there just may be early dementia like Trump's father had. Okay, hold on. It's on mute. One moment. Let me go back.
He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed.
He appointed this man, y'all.
Biden put him in and extended
That's a
him,
lie.
but they did. So, no, we're not planning on doing anything. We're very concerned. He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed. I was surprised, frankly, that Biden put him in and extended him, but they did. So, no, we're not.
Y'all, not only is this man a danger to the American people, and he is apparently involved in the Epstein files, his health is failing him. He's no good to this country. When your health starts failing you, your health is wealth. But in Donald Trump's mind, money is the only thing that matters. No, your health is wealth. This man apparently is not well. His ankles are swollen. When he sits, his ankles are swollen. He speaks of nonsense. And he's blaming everything on the past party that was before him. President Joe Biden and President Barack Obama. So I'm going to show you something. He was the one that appointed Fed Chair Powell. So I'm going to show you. You're going to see the past when he was the one that did it. First, I'm going to show you him speaking as of just now. And then you're going to see in the past in 2017. He was the one that appointed Powell.
Terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed.
Pay attention.
Surprised, frankly,
hit the like button, beautiful people.
Biden put him in and extended him. It is my pleasure and my honor
Look,
to
he
announce
appointed
my
him.
nomination of Jerome Powell to be the next chairman of the Federal Reserve. Congratulations. He's a terrible Fed chair. I was surprised he was appointed.
Donald Trump is not well. He's not well. He's frailing right in front of our eyes. He's frailing and failing right in front of our eyes. And the Republican Party, the administration for Pam Bondi, Patel, and all have been covering for him. He wears makeup on his hand to hide his illness. He has even had the doctors to lie for him that he's well. This man is not well. His father had frontal early dementia, and it sometimes is hereditary. Donald Trump is not well. We saw with our own eyes at his rallies. When he speaks improper grammar because he's not well, y'all. And then they want to say it's IVs. What do you need IVs for? The mark on his hand is from IVs. They cover it with makeup, you guys. The man is not healthy enough to run this country. Yet and still, he continued to lie to you guys about the Epstein files. He has had the MAGA Republican Party to cover for him and block it. Well, you, MAGA, I, and the entire country cannot see the files. Children and women would not need to be protected by men if men would stop protecting men from prosecution for their protecting men from their prosecution for their crimes against women and children. We wouldn't have the Epstein files if great men would do what needs to be done to protect our children. So right now that we have the thing going on with the Annabelle doll. So I'm going to show you something. And Dan River, he unalived on tour with the Annabelle doll. So I say, why don't we take the Annabelle doll to the Oval Office? And it will solve so many problems. Because anybody that affiliates pretty much with the Annabelle doll are bye-bye. So let's put the Annabelle doll in the Oval Office. I'm gonna mute the music. The Annabelle doll was on tour, and he was there with the Annabelle doll, Dan Riviere. Dan Riviere is not unalived. Anybody that pretty much come in contact with this doll, they become unalive. Can y'all please take that doll to Pennsylvania Avenue? bless us with the blessing of the Annabelle doll. Let me tell you what has been said, what this doll really is. The Annabelle doll has been said that it is a black soul trapped inside this white doll from slavery. As you notice in New Orleans, when the doll was there, a plantation home burned completely down. The firemen started putting the fire out and it was out. And it started blazing a fire again. And if you watch the photos and the videos, you could see people from slavery was in those windows. The Annabelle doll is a black slave woman trapped inside that doll. And anywhere it goes, it only harms clear people. Make it right with black people, I'm telling you. You know who is not on the Epstein list? Undocumented immigrants. Donnie, you know who is not on that Epstein list? Donald Trump. Undocumented immigrants. They're not on the Epstein list. But apparently and allegedly Donald Trump is. Because I just showed y'all court filings of Donald Trump being sued by two Jane Does, and I can't remember the other, Kathy something. Was it Kathy Johnson or something? I can't remember her name. Versus Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. You're not getting the files unless you dig a little harder to get them, babe. Come on, MAGA, dig a little harder. Make yourself happy. So Epstein and the Dalai Lama. Hold on, we got something about that. Oh, I got to unmute it because anytime you mute something.
You met the Dalai Lama at Jeffrey Epstein's?
Yes, the list goes on.
So you spent time with Jeffrey Epstein.
Hit the
Why
like button,
did you
everybody.
start
Get me to
spending time with him?
100,
In
please.
2014, he asked if I would be interested in writing a book about him. And I considered it. And part of his then offer was
A book about
Jeffrey
Jeffrey
Epstein. At any
Epstein.
time, you can be part of this kind of ongoing discussion or salon or whatever you might want to call it.
Hit the
that
like
he
button,
had
people. Get me to
virtually every
100,
day,
please. Thank
filled
you.
with people you might want to meet, from Bill Gates to Peter Thiel to Larry
They was at
Summers
Jeffrey
to
Epstein.
Ehud Barak to Steve Bannon.
Joe Ito
Oh,
from
was at
MIT,
Jeffrey
Jess
Epstein's
Staley,
house.
who was the CEO of Barclays, Prince Andrew.
Noam Chomsky, the Dalai Lama.
You met the Dalai Lama at Jeffrey Epstein's?
Yes, the list goes on. I mean, the list is extraordinary.
Did you actually meet the Dalai Lama at Jeffrey Epstein's?
Yeah, indeed.
Whoa, I don't think I knew that.
And it's.
I'm gonna move along because I have too much to show y'all. So what I've noticed, Fox continues to cover for Donald Trump. We even noticed during his big, beautiful parade that when they covered it, they put applause behind it and hand clapping and cheers to the video. But I have the original video to show y'all from PBS that there was no cheering on because there wasn't not even probably 10,000 people at this parade. But they faked the funk and added cheering. So pay attention. I'm giving y'all this because I'm letting y'all know how fake and phony Donald Trump is, okay? You got to believe that man is not having those files released because apparently he's on them. He's doing everything to make him seem bigger and better than what he is. From fake getting cheered on.
Okay, here's public broadcast.
Thank you very much, everybody, and thank you to Vice
Hit
President.
the like button,
Here's
please.
Fox News adding cheers.
That's Fox News. Fox News. Fox News is fake.
Thank you to Vice President.
It's ridiculous. You can hear the cheers fade out as they gradually turn the volume down. Okay, here's public broadcast.
Everything about Donald Trump is fake.
Thank you very much, everybody.
He's a
and
con
thank
man.
you to Vice President Vance.
And here's Fox News adding cheers.
It never happened.
Thank you to Vice President.
It's ridiculous.
Reason why I'm showing you this, MAGA, because they're giving you an illusion. They put a spell on you. You have been hypnotized. They show you, I'm showing you the truth, but Donald Trump will give you something that's so fake and not real, and y'all believe it. Donald Trump does not want those files out. Why? He lied to you. He has lost one of his biggest supporters, Laura Loomer, over this big lie with the Epstein files. You're being played. America has been played.
Understand that those who are supposed to be Christians voted for someone who has 34 felonies. Don't you know those who are supposed to be Christians are voted for someone who believes in separating families and children and deporting people to countries where they've never been in their life? Don't you know those who are supposed to be Christians voted for someone who cuts
hit the like button, please. Get me to 100.
Giving tax breaks to the wealthy. Don't you know that those who are supposed to be Christians are voted for someone who demonizes immigrants when he himself is married to an immigrant? Those who are supposed to be Christians.
Thank you. Come on, y'all. Get me to 100.
Health protections, and for those who are vulnerable, those who are supposed to be Christians voted for.
Thank you. Come on, y'all. Get me to 100, please. Thank you.
Those who are supposed to be Christians voted for someone who labeled Africa as an S-hole. Those who are supposed to be Christians.
Come on. Thank you. Thank you, beautiful kings and queens.
Grabbing women in an inappropriate way. I want you to know that's not Christianity. That's the devil. That's who it is. And beloved, there comes a point in our lives when we've got to speak truth to power. That's not Christianity. But you understand that
MAGA, I'm speaking to you right now. Y'all say y'all are Christians. If you are a true Christian and a follower of Jesus Christ, you would not be backing Donald Trump. You would stand in the truth of what is happening. This man is not giving you the files or putting the files out because he's on the files. MAGA, wake up. Stand in truth for once. Correct the things that have wronged. Stand up to Donald Trump. You don't have to sit and let him mistreat you anymore. That's mental abuse, mental anguish. You're accepting this from this man. Hit that like button.
Mr. Speaker, I rise today to demand that Donald Trump and our Attorney General come clean to the American people and release the Epstein files. Now, this weekend, Donald Trump said, and I quote, "Let's not waste time and energy on Jeffrey Epstein, somebody that nobody cares about." Well, Mr. President, a lot of people actually care. And we know that MAGA was all in on Jeffrey Epstein. Now, my Republican colleagues have sent letters, they've posted.
Yes, the emotional break from Trump.
Donald Trump Jr., the president's own son, has tweeted dozens of times about this case.
Hit the like button. Thank you. Come on, hit the like button. Thank you, kings and queens.
That he would be transparent with the American public and release the Epstein files. He said, and I want to quote, "Make sure the American public knows the full weight of what happened," that he would do that. That was his quote. Now, in February, our Attorney General, Pam Bondi, told Fox News that Epstein's client list was, again, and I quote, "sitting on my desk right now to review," end quote. Now, they claim there was never a list. And this weekend, Donald Trump claimed that the files were written by Obama, Hillary Clinton, and the Biden administration.
More lies from Donald Trump.
Bizarre reversals. And it's obvious to the American public. Someone is lying and someone is trying to hide something. So let's look at the facts. We know Elon Musk said publicly on June 5th that Donald Trump is mentioned in the Epstein files. We know that Epstein died in a federal prison overseen by Donald Trump's Department of Justice. We know that Jeffrey Epstein in 2008 was given a generous non-prosecution agreement for sex trafficking charges. Now, that agreement let him continue his criminal activities.
That was under Bundy in Florida.
Was offered by Alexandra Acosta, who is Donald Trump's chosen Secretary of Labor. That's not all. We know that Donald Trump and Epstein had a
hit the like button, please.
personal relationship.
Please hit the like button. Thank you. Get me to 100 likes.
I was Donald Trump's closest friend for 10 years. End quote. Donald Trump told New York Magazine in 2002, and I want to quote this. Quote, this is Donald Trump. I've known Jeff for 15 years. Terrific guy. He's a lot of fun to be with. It's even said that he likes beautiful women as much as I do. And many of them are on the younger side. No doubt about it. Jeffrey enjoys his social life. Unquote. That's disgusting, wrong. We must inquire more information. The truth is we don't know what the facts are in this case. Now, I can't explain why the Trump administration have changed their minds on Epstein, but their behavior raises questions. This is the time that we must demand answers, and the Oversight Committee is going to do just that. Mr. Speaker, I rise today to demand that Donald Trump and our Attorney General come clean to the American people and release the Epstein files. Now, this weekend, Donald Trump said, and I quote,
I hope they do, y'all, but I'm going to tell you, right now they blocked it. So you got to do whatever you got to do to get those files. Do your research like me and dig up. Because they're not going to hand it over because they're covering for Donald Trump. They've been covering for this man since his first term. He's been committing essay against women. He's been doing it against females. This is nothing new for Donald J. Trump. He said out of his mouth, he'll grab him by the P-U-S-S-Y. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Hold on.
There's a moment where you had some hesitation about Epstein, releasing some of the documents on Epstein. Why the hesitation?
I don't think I mean, I'm not involved. I never went to his island, fortunately. But a lot of people did.
There's a moment where you had some hesitation about Epstein, releasing some of the documents on Epstein. Why the hesitation?
I don't think I mean, I'm not involved. I never went to his island.
He's lying. He's on the flight log. Should I show you the flight log again?
A lot of people did.
There's a moment where
I'm going to show you the flight log. Donald Trump is a compulsive liar, and I'm so disgusted with this man because they think the American people are dumb. I'm going to show you the flight log. Hold on. Because he's saying that he hadn't been to Epstein's island. Hold on. Let me take a sip of water on this because this is rather upsetting that they think the American people are dumb, y'all. When Donald Trump is saying all of this, he's saying we are dumb. Hit the like button, please. Let me go to the flight log. I'm going to show you the flight log, okay? Make sure I didn't pass it. Just a moment, everybody. Just a moment. I got to get the flight log. I don't want my eyesight to fail me because I'll be moving my fingers so fast. Just a moment, everybody. Thank you for coming to my live. Hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. Give me a moment. I'm looking for the flight log that I just showed y'all, what, last week again? One moment, please. Hold on, y'all. It's coming up. I got it saved. Hit the like button, everybody. I'm only, 9 away from 100 likes. Please get me to 100 likes, everybody. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Bear with me because I got it saved. I just showed y'all last week. Let me see. I might have saved it in the album so I can find it quicker. Hold on, everybody. I think I got an album for Trump. Political. Let's see what's in it. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Where's that political album? Because I saved the album. Just a moment. Bear with me. Where is that flight log? Y'all bear with me now. Have patience with me, okay? Because I just showed y'all in one of my lives last week the flight log. Hold on. Because we ain't letting Trump get away with this. No, Trump. Little trumpet boy, come they told me, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum, you ain't getting away with this. And y'all know he ain't very bright. Look at his grades. When Donald Trump was going to Fordham University. Look at his grades, everybody. He's not bright. This is Donald Trump's grades. His grades are horrible. He made an F in statistics. That's bad. Hold on. I'm going to find that flight log. Bear with me. Hold on. Just a little while longer. I got it saved. I just got to find it because I save so much on my phone that sometimes I can't find things. Too much be saved on my phone. Women, y'all know how we do. We say everything on our phone. Everything. Hit that like button, please. Thank you. Come on, hit the like button. Here it is. I just went right past. Okay, so it says for MAGA in the back row, I circled Donald Trump's name where it appears on Epstein's flight list. This is the flight list. So him sitting there telling that reporter that he has never been to Epstein's, it's a lie. You can see where it's circled. Donald Trump signed his own name. This is the flight log. So when Donald Trump is putting out that little tattletale that he's never been to Epstein's, it's a lie. It's a big lie. Remind me, did I put this in the memberships yet with Donald Trump? That's not the original one that I was looking for, though. Remind me to, let me see if I can move that to another folder so I can find it more often. Hold on. One moment, you guys. I'm just going to name them because I thought I had a folder with his name. So I named a folder. But anyway, we're going to move along, okay? I just want them to treat us Americans like we have sense. Don't treat us like we dumb. We're being treated like we don't know anything, and that's not right. We're very intelligent people. We deserve their respect because we pay their bills. Donald Trump doesn't pay your bills. He doesn't pay my bills. We pay their bills, y'all. They work for us. But what Donald Trump has done, he flipped the script where he has the American people becoming his own little toys that he's playing with. Like we're stupid. So this is something that Donald Trump Jr. said a little while back in 2023, and it's come back to bite him on his butt. So I'm going to show you, then I'm going to read it to you. Donnie Jr. said this, and it says what? July 8th, 2023. This is a post from him on Twitter, on X. So Donnie Jr. says, show us all the Epstein client list now. Why would anyone protect those scumbags? Ask yourselves this question daily, and the answer becomes very apparent. Well, right now, Junior, it's become very apparent because your daddy is stopping us from seeing the Epstein files. You said out of your mouth, show us all the Epstein client list now. Why would anyone protect those scumbags? Your daddy is a scumbag, Junior. If you become a member, you will get those court cases. I'm going to put it in the membership. I want to thank every last one of y'all for coming to my live. It was more that I needed to show you, but we've been on here about an hour or so, and I got to be somewhere by 8 o'clock. So I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for coming to my live. Thank you. It really means a lot that you support me. Hit that like button. I'm not going to leave out of here until y'all at least get me to 100. Come on now. Show me love. I put in a lot of research. I had to do a lot of digging to get that info. It didn't just come to me. And it means a lot that y'all come on here. I forgot. Let me show y'all this. This is important. This is Ghislaine Maxwell spotted blowing off steam after the bombshell DOJ filing because they denied her to have another trial. They denied her the opportunity so she can share with us the files. But this is the thing. They can't stop her for putting out the list. She yet still can show us that list, y'all. Bundy can't stop this lady. So what she needs to do is to have somebody outside of this prison where she is, the prison that she's in, release it anyway. And I think that's what she's going to do. So I'm going to show you a video of her running, blowing off some steam because she's been disappointed by the American government. Because y'all says no list, then you block the list. Which one is it? Hold on. This is Jeffrey Epstein's friend. You see her running at the prison? That's her running. She need to tell everything that she knows. Start talking, woman. Start telling everything you know. Because you know, Monday they met with the Supreme Court and the Congress and all of them, and they decided to not give her a second chance. So this is the time when I think she needs to start talking. I would be the biggest telltale ever, honey. I would be bumping my gums, telling it all, because you're not going to do me like this. Not when Donald Trump knows he just may be on that list. Girl, Miss Maxwell, start talking, girl. Don't let them do you like this. You're the only one going down. Out of Pam Bundy's mouth, she said the list doesn't exist. Although previously she told us that the list was on her desk. Girl, put the list out. Put the client list out. Highlight Donald Trump's name. And anybody from the Republican Party. Give us the goods. Set us free. I love you guys. Enjoy your evening. May God continue to bless you. And I pray that your life become more prosperous. Have a good evening. Bye. Hit that like button. I need 2 more likes. Come on now. Give me 2 more likes. It's only 98 right now. Y'all give me 2 more likes. Stop playing in my face. I work hard coming on here for y'all. Hit that like button. Come on. Give me 2 more likes. 1 more like. Come on. Come on. Give me some more likes. Come on. Give me more likes. Give me more likes. Give me more likes. Give me more likes. I need them likes. I like y'all and I love you. Help me while I help you. I come on here every day to give y'all all these goods. And those of you that's coming on late, you missed the 3 court cases against Donald J. Trump and Jeffrey Epstein that I showed them today. If you're on the replay, if you become a member, you will get to see the entire cases in the membership. I love you guys. May God continue to enrich your lives. We're in this together. We have to fight this battle together. All the American citizens, we must come together because they are mistreating us. The Republican MAGA Party is treating us like we don't have any intelligence. They are insulting our intelligence daily. We can't stand in that. We must stand up, stand together. That's what the American people shall do. We shall come together. We shall overcome this. What did Martin Luther King say? We shall overcome. We will, because we will be coming together to win this battle against this administration that is taking everything from the American people, treating us like we don't count or matter in this life, that only the billionaires matter. We are not going to stand for that. I love you. Bye.